giving out the cocaine? Because you're the third person in the last 2 weeks who's tested positive around March 25th and 26th. Was it a party? Was somebody just freely handing out cocaine? Saying, hey, you on Judge Hayward's calendar, come get some cocaine. Did you get a message? What's going on? All right, Mr. Brandon Lanier Turner, you're before this court for a petition for revocation of probation on case 2021 CR 08044. You were before the court for DUI alcohol less safe on the 10th day of March 2025, sentenced to 12 months on probation. You have 10 months and 10 days remaining. It says that you failed to avoid injurious and vicious habits, that you tested positive for cocaine and alcohol on March 26, 2025. And you've failed to show proof of having a clinical evaluation as directed. All right, Mr. Lynch, what's going on with Mr. Turner?
So, Judge, we are stipulating. He did indicate that he made a mistake and had a drink.
Where are they giving out the cocaine? Because you're the third person in the last 2 weeks who's tested positive around March 25th and 26th. Was it a party? Was somebody just freely handing out cocaine? Saying, hey, you on Judge Hayward's calendar, come get some cocaine. Did you get a message? What's going on?
Nah, it was kind of like ecstasy, kind of like that. I ain't know like.
Listen, Turner. Now, see, the first thing you're gonna learn since we in this probational relationship that we're in is I've been doing this too long. You do not get cocaine by accident. First of all, as I understand.
I didn't say an accident. I didn't say an accident.
Oh, okay. I thought you said accidental.
Like pills, like ecstasy, like that. I ain't know. I can't test it when it's in my hand. I don't really know what it is.
Okay, so you just saying somebody did something to your pill?
No, not to my pill. I bought some pills for ecstasy, but I didn't know it was like that.
Yo, so you thought you was getting Molly, but they gave you cocaine. It was a special. Mr. Turner, now once again, sir, come on.
I mean, that's just but I mean, I'm being honest with you.
I just really wish you would be honest. Because see, let me tell you, Mr. Turner, while you over there trying to make me think one thing, you're also trying to convince yourself that you don't have a problem. And let me just say, in your quest to get ecstasy, and then you turned around and got cocaine. Ooh, what a lucky bonus. Because as I understand it, ecstasy is cheaper than cocaine. So if you find ecstasy and they gave you cocaine, they lost on the deal. And drug dealers never lose on the deal. That's not how they run their business model. So what I'm saying to you is, if you're willing to stand by that story that, hey, I was buying one thing and got another, you know what the next thing you might end up getting? Fentanyl. That's everywhere. And it don't take but a little bit to kill a lot of people. You have got to be aware that these folk out here ain't doing quality control. We clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in your quest to get whatever it is you're trying to get, don't focus on what you're going to tell me. Focus on what you're telling yourself. How old are you, sir?
How old?
36.
Okay, so you're 36. How long do you plan on doing this whole drugs back and forth thing?
Not as long as it went. Definitely not as long as it went.
I'm just saying, because
I think what he meant to say is that he comply with the terms of probation going forward and not ingest any other substances.
That's what you think he meant to say, Mr. Lynch. That's what he meant to say.
No,
Because
that's not what I meant to say.
I mean, Mr. Turner, I'm asking for practical reasons. I'm not just asking because my probation officers have a lot to do and I got to figure out whether it's worth it to even waste time with you. I have to figure out whether you are going to figure out that this is not the best way to live your life.
No, yeah, I understand that. I mean, I missed a lot of work, just even with this thing right here. So,
but forget missing work, sir. You are taking substances into your body. And like I said, if you're telling me you went to get ecstasy and you ended up with cocaine, ooh, like I said, once again, what a bargain. But if you ended up with cocaine and you were supposed to get ecstasy, the next time you could end up with fentanyl and end up with a coffin. We clear?
I guess, ma'am, I understand.
So what I need you to do is start thinking about how you're going to get help to get over this addiction. Because for me, if somebody tells me you're not to have this particular substance or else you could go to jail, I'm going to do my level best to not seek out that particular substance, to not have that particular substance. And I'm going to try and avoid jail. You have a job, you might lose your job. You have a place to stay. You might not be able to go back to your place to stay. All of these are things that are at risk when you get a probation revocation. But instead of that, you went out seeking exactly what I told you not to seek, illegal drugs. So what I want you to think about is you're 36 years old. How much longer do you want to live in this type of cycle? How much longer do you want to abuse your body with the type of substances where you buying something you don't know what could be in it? You got me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, Ms. Chang, what's the recommendation?
Your Honor, probation recommends that 6 days be revoked, credit for time served since April 23rd, continue on probation, drug screen each report, attend one AA or NA meeting per week, and complete the clinical evaluation by May 15th.
And he did have that evaluation scheduled for this week. He's gonna have to reschedule it, but I believe, and Ms. Chang can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe other than what's alleged on the petition, he has been pretty compliant, getting conditions taken care of.
He just
Yeah,
started,
Mr.
so
Yeah, he hasn't been on long enough to actually for us to even talk about how compliant he has or has not been. Mr. Turner, this is about your life. It's not about me and what you tell me. It's about you and what you tell yourself. Because, like I said, if you don't get fentanyl, these substances will still hurt your body and hurt your way of living. If you keep searching out there, eventually, because of the amount of fentanyl on the illicit market, you're gonna get a hot shot. And I mean, it's just it's almost inevitable because of the flood of fentanyl on the drug market. So, sir, you got to make a decision about your life, about whether you're willing to risk that. So I'm gonna I'll go ahead with the stipulation. Like I said, when I have somebody on DUI, I always know that I'm probably gonna get them back at least once because they're gonna test. They're gonna test me and test whether the system actually works. So now you know the system works. If you test positive again, we're gonna have a much different conversation. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the
you're
reason that we're asking you to get the clinical evaluation done is because you likely need counseling. You need counseling. You need the probably level 1 or level 2 counseling. So the clinical evaluation will determine that. Do not lie, please.
So, Your Honor, if he completed an evaluation, he needs to, I guess, go back to the
He,
evaluator
he didn't
and to
complete it.
disclose.
Yeah, he had it
Oh,
scheduled for this week, but he
I
got
see.
picked up. Yeah.
Okay. And Your Honor, if I may uh, have one other concern.
Yes.
Um, Mr. Turner stated that he lives in Montgomery, Alabama. Um, I don't know if that's going to be a problem for him to come see me at least once a month in
Nope.
person.
He gonna have to get here somehow. There you got buses. We're gonna have to figure it out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so defendant shall have 6 days revoked, return to probation to complete all special conditions. All conditions ordered are special conditions. He shall also test at each report, attend one AA or NA meeting per week, and show proof of attendance, and shall complete his clinical and evaluation by May 10th, and attend any counseling that may be ordered. You understand all of these things, Mr. Turner?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Turner, I'm not doing this for me or for the probation. This is for you, because if you don't get your life under control, then at some point you either going to end up an old addict who keeps going back and forth to the airport because you don't have any place else to go, and you're trying to scrounge up money to get your drug of choice, or you're going to run into something that's going to kill you. Just going to be honest with you, okay? Take whatever opportunity you have to get yourself some help.
And
Alcoholics Anonymous and yes, Ms. Chang.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Your Honor. I just want to give him his next appointment to report to me. Mr. Turner, you can come this Thursday, May 1st, or Monday, May 5th. Which one would be better for you?
The 5th.
He said the 5th.
The
May-
5th? Okay, so Monday, May the 5th at 1:30, Mr. Turner.
All right, Mr. Turner, and don't start missing your reports, because if you do that, you definitely coming back to jail.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. I do this because I'm trying to get you to get your life in order, okay? All right? Not because it's going to affect me one way or the other. I've been doing this job for total 11 years. I think 9 years, no, actually more than that, 12 years total from magistrate court to here, something like that. But sir, none of this affects how I live. This all affects how you live. Okay? All right. Take care of yourself, Mr. Turner.
Thank you.
All right. You can go back with the sheriff's office. All right, who's next?